There it is. Quite a bird. This is my Baltimore Orioles cap for the month of August. As you can see, I went with the stencil bird design, and it has the patch for the anniversary of the 1966 World Championship team. I really love this hat. I love this logo. I think it's super cool. It's a little bit big and just kind of a neat shot for the birds, right? I mean, I love birds. So yeah, the Baltimore Orioles, man. I mean, you know, they've really come into their own in the last half decade. When you think about the fact that they hadn't made the playoffs since 1997, up until a few years ago. And now we kind of think of them as a perennial contender. I mean, we just finished a series with them this weekend, and they definitely have an offense. They have a bullpen, you know, some questions around the starting rotation, but they're a legit team. But they weren't always a legit team, and in fact, for most of the time in the last decade, they really haven't been. It's only in the last few years that they've sort of really turned things around and become a contending club. I have a memory of the Baltimore Orioles, actually, that I really want to share with you that kind of speaks to what I'm talking about their transformation from, you know, an also-ran to a legitimate contending club. And I'm going to take you back to 2011. So first I'm going to show you a couple of pictures. The first one here is a picture of the standings in the American League East on September 1st in 2011. Pay very close attention to the games back column. As you can see, Tampa Bay Rays are 9 games back of the Boston Red Sox. As you can see, the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees are battling for the top of the division, with the Tampa Bay Rays 9 games behind the Boston Red Sox. So in essence, the Red Sox had a 9-game lead on the Tampa Bay Rays going into play on September 1st, which means, you know, the Red Sox, if they play 500 ball, then, you know, the Rays have to win something like 25 games. The crazy thing is the Red Sox didn't play 500 ball. In fact, they had the worst month in franchise history. And the Rays lit it up and turned it on. And now here's a photo of the American League East standings on the last day of play of the regular season on September 27th, 2011. They're tied. The Rays and Red Sox are tied on the last day of the regular season. And as you can see, both the Rays and the Red Sox are tied going into play. Now, on that day, the Rays were at home and they were facing the New York Yankees. The Yankees had already clinched the division and a postseason berth, so they really didn't have much to play for. The Rays had everything to play for. They started David Price on the mound in an elimination game for them, and by the 4th inning, the Yankees were up 7-0. Now, at the same time, the Boston Red Sox were in Baltimore to play the Orioles. You know, in 2011, Baltimore was going to finish the season 24 games under 500. They were way out of it. They didn't really have much to play for. What they did have was a young core of prospective players and a great manager, Buck Showalter, who had just signed the year before and was really beginning to transform the mentality of that clubhouse. And so I'm going to show you a video. And this is the bottom of the 9th inning. Boston Red Sox at Baltimore Orioles in September 2011. So check it out. Here we are. On the mound for the Boston Red Sox is in his prime Jonathan Papelbon. This guy could throw 98 miles an hour, and he had ice water running through his veins. The Orioles, you know, they didn't have much going for them at this point. They were pretty beat up, and Boston could smell the blood in the water. And as you can see, I mean, just looking at Jonathan Papelbon, man, this guy was a beast. I don't think he'd blown a save yet this year. And he wasn't about to stop in game 162.
And the 1-2 delivery on the way. And he got
just like that. Down to their final out. And the Orioles needed some magic. So let's just have a listen in and see what happens.
And you can see the Red Sox fans in the background on their feet. And the Yankees had first and third and nobody out down in Tampa.
Two down, ninth inning. Chris Davis. 0 for 2 and a walk in the game. In the air to right field. That's into the corner. That will be a base hit. J.D. Drew bouncing around. He's going to try for 2. Here's the relay. Not in time. Skips away. Backed up by Aviles. The Orioles get the potential tying run to second with 2 down.
Well, overpowers the first 2 guys. Again, he gets it right where the glove is. Chris Davis is waiting. And you think Drew's going to make it close, and he does. Plays it well. And Davis easily in as the ball skips by.
Davis has had a really good series. So can the Orioles do it with 2 away? That's what we're going to find out right now. Kyle Hudson has come on to pinch run.
Well, you got one of your hottest hitters. Pretty good fastball hitter, too. And Nolan Reimold. And with 2 outs, you're going on contact. Very difficult to throw somebody with the speed of Kyle Hudson out at the plate.
They play way off the line at first, figuring he's going to pull the ball if he hits it on the ground. Gonzalez giving him a lot of room.
Yeah, a lot of teams will protect the line, but I've always thought probably better off playing where you think he's going to hit it.
Hit by a pitch, fielder's choice a couple of times. Run scored. Reimold 2 down, 9th inning. 3-2 Boston. And up high for a ball.
And if you will lead one, if you get it down, and I don't mean let her high, but you bring it on the inside middle, all of a sudden Reimold becomes a very powerful hitter. Other night in Detroit, 431-foot home run.
Nolan 1 for 6 off Papelbon.
And you got to look fastball. He's throwing that hard.
Big lead at second base for Hudson. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Reimold outside, 2-0. Chris Davis, who got the double. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Reimold, 2-1. And no one can say the Orioles did not play this season to the whatever the end is going to be. They played it all the way
to the hilt.
2-ball, 1-strike count. Base hit to tie this game up. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Reimold missed it. 2-2.
Well, if the Red Sox get to the postseason, you're going to see this. I mean, this is my best against your best swing. And Papelbon for the 6th straight years, 30 or more saves. Eric Bedard looking on there.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at second. Papelbon's delivery. Reimold in the air, right center field. Nobody's going to catch it. That'll go up and over. The Orioles done it. They have tied this game up. Nolan Reimold, 2 down. Behind in the count. 9th inning. It's 3-3.
Well, that was something. It was almost clockwork that the scoreboard showed that at this time the Rays had tied the game up with the Yankees and come all the way back to make it 7-7. Let's just watch the rest of this play out.
98 miles per hour ground rule double. And it's not over. Talk about a huge hit for the Red Sox nation.
Papelbon has blown the save. We go on. Now a base hit, and the Orioles can win it.
And the irony is Andino, he beat Papelbon just last week with a triple down the right field line with the bases loaded. Sliced it just inside the foul line.
That is the one hit he has off Papelbon, 1 for 3. Nolan Reimold, the RBI. He is at second base. 3-3 ball game. Up high for a ball. Papelbon falling away.
Yeah, a little slider. And the amazing thing in that game in Boston, Gary, he got ahead of an 0-2, never went to a breaking ball. Andino saw about 8 fastballs, finally sliced one down the line fair.
One-0 delivery on the way. That's their first strike. Papelbon gets it 1-1. Very slow play in Tampa Bay. They are still in the top of the 12th, tied at 7-7. Can you hear the baseball gods laughing? Here's the 1-1 delivery. That is at the right field, and no, it's trapped. The Orioles coming to the plate. Reimold, they did it. They did it. They did it. The Orioles have beat the Red Sox. 2 runs, bottom of the 9th inning.
So take a look at these guys. Does this look like a team that's finished the year 24 games under 500 and almost 30 games out of their division? Does this look like a team of losers? Does this look like a team that's beaten? This is their moment. This is a defining moment in this franchise when they realized that they were better than everybody else thought they were. That they were something. They took this into the off season and they cooked it and they let it build, and these guys were never ever the same club after this. From this moment on until this day, they are legitimate perennial contenders and fierce competitors. It was a lost season for them almost a month ago, maybe even 2. But at that moment, on that night, they felt like real winners. And they were. Well, there you have it. Quite the feel-good story, right? It's funny, I still remember it to this day. And as soon as I got this hat, I knew that this is what I wanted to share with you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, without further ado, let's get to why we're all here. Let's find out what hat you're going to be sporting for the month of September. So, got the hat here. Got the draws. There we go. What's it going to be? Very exciting. And your hat is... Oh, I like this one. This is going to be pretty cool. The Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia Phillies. Oh, sweet colors, man. All right, that's awesome. Out go the chips. Back go the hat. Let's put the Phillies on the Mappo hats here. Test my geography knowledge. See if I know exactly where Philadelphia is. I think Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. Mappo hats. Okay, Pennsylvania. Not even 100% sure, but I'm going to guess it's probably somewhere right around here. We're going here. Admittedly, it's a guess, but we're going to say that's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay? Well, man, it's been fun. I hope you enjoyed this month's installment, and I look forward to seeing you on September 1st sporting your brand new Philadelphia Phillies hat. Until then, bye for now.